All right. We back in the building. We back in the building. You already know I'm Blue Devil. You guys are watching the Hater World. And today, it's a very sad day, bro. Today, two people have lost their lives. A 31-year-old man and a 26-year-old up-and-coming artist. Now, look, very quick. If you don't know who we're talking about, we're talking about Drex the Joint's brother, El Moreno Mexicano. Up-and-coming artist, making moves, making money, making noise, big TikToker. Now his life is altered forever. All because he wanted to drink and drive and alter the life of a 31-year-old man that is no longer here. But look, before we get to the content of the day, I want to send a big salute to the squad. I want to send a big salute to everybody in the comments, everybody that's here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 80,000 subscribers. All right. We did not make it to the 100,000 by the end of the year. I don't think we're going to make it. So let's get 80K and let's hope that the beginning of the year kicks off with a bang, bro, since we almost at the end. But look, never say never. Never say never. We might hit a viral video. So look, I need all you guys to hit the like and the subscribe, bro. Help a homie out. It don't cost you nothing. Now look, if you guys want to send me a video to react to, go to my Gmail, bro. Blue Devil Reactions, strictly for fan mail. All right. If you want to hit me in the DM and talk some business, go to my Hater World clips. And if you want to catch my live streams, go to kick/Hater World. All right. With that being said, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I do have a video that dropped earlier today on the official Blue Devil Barrio Azteca Norteños, Southside San Jose. All right. Now check this out. We got the news clipping and we got the article. I say we run through the article first and then we run through the news clipping. All right. Drunk driver arrested in fatal downtown Indy crash. That is El Moreno Mexicano. All right. Rapper, TikToker, YouTuber. Making a lot of money, enjoying life, but is now facing legal consequence for his actions. All right. I'm going to read it to you guys to the best of my abilities. A man is behind bars and facing drunk driving charges for his role in a fatal accident in downtown Indianapolis early Saturday morning. Today is Tuesday. This happened 2 days ago. The victim was identified Monday as a 31-year-old Aaron Radford. Rest in peace, bro. That was somebody's father, brother, cousin, nephew, whatever. Grandpa, rest in peace, bro. Online police reports show Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department officers were dispatched just before 3 a.m. Saturday to serious crash at Northeast and East Ohio streets in downtown Indy. There they found two vehicles involved, a red Dodge Charger, which belonged to El Moreno Mexicano, and a black GMC Yukon. A passenger in the Yukon, later identified as Radford, was ejected from the SUV during the crash. He was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. Investigators say the crash took place when the Charger, driving east on Ohio Street, crashed into the Yukon as it was driving southbound on East Street. So basically a T-bone. Basically a T-bone. The driver, oh no, both drivers were taken to the hospital for blood draws, which is standard in Indiana when there is a fatal crash. The driver of the Charger, 26-year-old Brian Camacho Calleja, was then arrested on three separate preliminary drunk driving charges. and one of the charge of driving when never receiving a driver's license. Online jail records show Calleja is due in court for a hearing Tuesday morning. Today. No bond information has been set. Didn't charge him with murder, manslaughter. They charged him with three separate drunk driving charges. That's crazy, huh? Listen, that is wild, bro. Maybe I'm missing something, but I read somewhere that he's facing up to 15 years in prison. I believe he's washed up. I believe it's over. I don't want it to be over. I hope this young man can beat this and come home to his family, but I really doubt it. Listen, bro, in the 80s, you could drive drunk and kill somebody and be out in 48 hours. In the 70s, the same. But now in the 2000s, nobody playing that, bro. This was a poor decision by El Moreno Mexicano. Making money, being an influence to youngsters that are watching his music, but not doing the right thing. Now it's going to cost him his life. It's going to cost him his music, his life, and his family. Now look, let's watch the clip. Let's watch the clip of the accident. All right, I got the footage. 31-year-old man dead after early morning crash in downtown Indianapolis. Let's go. Oh, there you go. Skip it.
A 31-year-old man is dead after a crash in downtown Indy. It happened early Saturday morning. And it happened near Ohio Street around 3. Police say 2 cars were involved in the crash. Aaron Radford was the passenger in the car struck by another. He was taken to the hospital but later died. We have limited details on what led to this crash, but police are still investigating.
All right, so look, there could be ways that he could wiggle out of this one, right? He could say that, or not say, but if there's evidence that show that the other car was at fault and it wasn't El Moreno at fault, even if he was drunk, he wasn't at fault, he might be able to get off on the lesser charge, you know. But I think just being drunk sort of kills all your opportunity, bro, of trying to make it out, right? But what's crazy is that the other guy, Radford, was ejected from the vehicle, which means that he probably wasn't wearing the seatbelt. And that's not me making excuses, right? But all these are variables that might be able to get El Moreno lesser time. But is he going to do time? I believe he's going to do 10 years plus. I believe he's going to do 20 plus. The life of a 31-year-old man is gone. And all for what? Knocking back a few brewskis? You could have done that at the house. You could have ordered an Uber. Now look, this happened Saturday. I guarantee you El Moreno woke up Sunday after he took a shower, after they gave him his charges, after he was booked. He took a nap. I guarantee you he woke up and said, what the fuck? I would always scroll through TikTok and see him, bro. Always. I would always hit him up. He would ignore me. He would leave me on red. You know. But I guarantee you he woke up and said, damn, I could be at home right now on TikTok making money, getting bread, doing music, but yet I'm in prison, I'm in jail. Let this be a lesson to everybody watching. Think of the consequences before you do something, bro. And I know a lot of us don't think ahead of time, but I think now we do got to. I have for a very long time. I always think ahead like, all right, cool. What could happen if I do this? All right, this might happen, this might happen. Nah, let me just do this. As much as I want to do that, it's not worth it, bro, to lose this. Let me just go this way. And I think a lot of homies got to start doing that, homie. A lot of you rappers, a lot of you entrepreneurs. I just saw Tommy Guns talking about he got another warrant. Nobody feels bad for you, bro. They did. At the beginning, it was cute. Oh, this for going to jail, this for going to jail. Now it's you're just stupid. You got a record deal. You got a team, and your dumbass is going to jail because you think it's fly, it's cool. It's retarded. Real ones don't go to jail, bro. Let me rephrase that. Real ones don't want to go to jail, right? They don't want to go to jail. Jail is not easy. It's difficult to do the right thing, right? Now, to those that go to jail and gotta deal with their consequence, salute, my boy. I know it's hard, and I know you don't want to be there, but it's shit that we do that gets us there, and all we can do is finish our time and come home and stay solid. So salute to all them players. But for the most part, ain't nobody want to go to jail, bro. So Tommy Guns out there doing shit to try to be cool, loser shit, bum shit. Especially when you got an opportunity. The same shit I say for El Moreno Mexicano. You have an opportunity to get rich, help your family out, and you drink and drive. Now I know he young, and we don't think, but that's not an excuse. Now look, a lot of people were happy that El Moreno Mexicano was in jail because they say that he worships Santa Muerte. Look, I'm not here to shit on nobody's beliefs. I'm not here to disrespect nobody and what they believe in. If you believe in Jesus Christ, if you believe in Santa Muerte, if you believe in San Judas, like I do, then that's what it is. Everybody gonna live however they want to live. But look, let's bring this video to an end. To all you youngsters out there, think before you act. The name of the game is to stay alive and beat the game. So if you got to maneuver like this, that's what you got to do, big dog. All right? Only the strong survive. Remember that. And with that being said, salute to everybody. Hit the like, hit the subscribe on the way out. I'm Blue Devil. Until next time, we out this bitch.